Wheels in the coupe, so I'm so slick Rick when I do that Dougie. Bitches love the way a nigga strut 'em, so I checkmate hustlers like that young kid. Prince of the game with my crown tilted, so G-Star jeans with a lean, so. What's up, America? It's your boy Brasco, and welcome to the Fresh Mixtape. More like a movement, more like just my life, you know what I mean? Ladies, fast cars, money, block rules. Welcome, fresh, you know what I mean? But let's talk about me, Brooklyn, Brownsville, you know what it is, picking the Chris. Let's do it, the Kingz, Carnegee Kingz, you already know, let's go. Brasco.
I want to welcome y'all to the boombox.
Yes.
Brought to you by
Let's go.
You know what I mean? Braz.
Yeah, you already know.
Yes, sir.
Got my boy Dave Cheesy with me. You know
What up,
you know
y'all?
what it is. Kingz, got that all locked down with
Yes,
the ladies.
indeed. Yes,
you know,
indeed.
I stay with a dude where the ladies is at, so you know I had to be with him. You know, and so
Yeah, man.
I mean, I pass the torch to him, let him talk, let him do what he do.
I mean, I'm just hanging out with Brasco, hot like Tabasco. You know how you go. You know what I mean? It's Brooklyn all day.
Exactly.
I mean, like, I'm excited that we have somebody that's coming from Brooklyn that's repping like a certain era, that's repping a field. You know what I mean? He's futuristic, but he still has like this feel of like that early 90s to mid 90s flow when Brooklyn was on top and everybody was fly and, you know, having fun too. Like, they thugs, but they having fun too.
Exactly,
You know what I mean? Like
we was talking
yeah,
about.
exactly, man. Like how you feel about bringing that era back?
I mean, I feel privileged to be a part of that era, really being in the forefront of bringing that era back, because that's what we are. At the end of the day, we are fly. You know what I mean? New York people are fly. We started this. This is the Mecca, man. This is the Mecca of everything, and this is what it gotta be. We fly dudes. Everything starts from here.
That's right.
If it don't make it here, it ain't gonna make it nowhere.
It's not gonna pop.
So I really feel like, you know what I mean, we just gotta bring that flyness back. Like Big said, you know what I mean? But
Black, man, ugly as ever.
But you know what I mean? I'm cool G down to the socks, rings your watch filled with rocks.
That's what it is.
And I really feel like that era is missing. That's out of hip hop right now. So that's why we bringing it back. That's why the mixtape I got is called Fresh.
Yeah.
That's why, you know, everything I do is fly. You know what I mean? I'm just about flyness. I'm about dudes that's doing stuff. I'm about bad girls. You know, bringing it back to what girls really had to be bad, and they had to come out, stepping out to these parties and looking crazy.
Looking right.
You know what I mean? So niggas be like, I'm a bottom of drink.
Yep,
Like
you know,
T-Pain.
got to.
You know what I mean?
Got
Because
to.
so back they were so bad, so you want to be involved. Nowadays, you see a girl with a cheap outfit, you just think about one thing: I'm just gonna take it home.
Yeah,
and
see you later.
Get out of my face. But
sir.
some girls back in the days, girl, when they were so bad, you like, I need this girl to hang out with for a whole week.
I need a hit.
You know
I need
what
a hit.
But
Official dudes come out, you know, from our area, that's Brooklyn. You see the hat?
Exactly.
That's coming from our area. That's not just about gun talk.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You have a little bit of that, but you also got the fly stuff, and you also got the conscious stuff. How do you think your album is going to be received? Like, explain to the people the title of the album and the different flavors they'll get on it.
I mean, the 18th Floor album, I think it's going to be received well, because in fact, I mean, dudes is, at the end of the day, it's all about being having fun and being fly. You know, I never killed nobody. And I ain't gonna lie to the people who say I did kill somebody.
Right.
But if you push me, I'll do something. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
I just might have to kill your ass.
I just might have to hurt you. You know what I mean? And I got a bunch of goons that are around me
Yes, sir.
that do anything for me for the drop of the dime. But at the end of the day, it's about, I was a hustler. It's all day times. I hustle and I mess with girls and I stay fly, and my mom made me go to church.
That's what it is.
And I give people that because that's what it is. And I'm only gonna give them real. And once you be real with it, they gonna respect us across the board, and they feel that. So, like I was saying, I'm 17, driving an SC 400. You know what I mean? Listen to Mace. You know what I mean? Listen to Jay. You know what I mean? Like Apple Red. It was Apple Red. You know what I mean? That was them days. I bring it to you lyrically. I bring it to you fly. Also, it's this that fly moment. And they get money from it. I think like an OG from Uptown called me Brick for the Brooklyn.
I heard that on the line.
He said say, yo, you so fly. He was like, yo, Rich Porter was a hustler, but he wasn't more about the gun to, like, you know what I mean? He was more about getting money and being fly, dressing, and that's what I'm about. You know what I mean? I hustle and I stay fly. When niggas, I'm from Brownsville. When niggas want to fight and shoot guns, I tell niggas, take me down a block with that. Let's get some money over here. And that's what it was.
Chicks.
Yeah, exactly. Bring some broads. And I bought the broads. They know around my way, I bought stars through the blocks. They know I bring them out, you know what I mean? And then now transforming into this world, in my hour grind, you want to see. Because the energy gives off anywhere you go. Like, no bad girl's going to come out for me.
How do people look up with your name? As far as like when they hear Brasco, like what does Brasco mean, and then what's the reaction when they hear it?
Oh, well, Brasco, you know, they think about Donnie Brasco.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I mean? But there's no relation to Donnie. I just need a Bonnie ride behind me. You know what I mean? But nah, you know, Brass. I actually took my man used to call me Brass because in Army, that's like the top of the ranks. Brass, like the top. So he was like, yo, you always like the top of things. You always doing things first. So you know what I mean? Brass, and we just put the skull on because I felt like the skull is so cool and so cold.
The one thing that's kind of crazy though is that the game right now is kind of saturated, and not just with gun talk dudes, just with MCs. Period.
Yeah.
How are you going to stand out? That's the number one question. How are you going to be able to differentiate yourself from everybody else's out there?
I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, people want to see that for themselves. When you genuine and you really got the it factor of that, the core of that, people will see that lyrically. I'm really crazy. So with that, putting that together and putting lyrics and how to ride a beat together, we're bringing back to the era of Big and J and Mace and all the and like know how to ride the beat, not being monotone, and taking yourself abroad to different places, and then. All this people that's on my album is just so crazy.
About to get into that, like, how is this your debut album? You got Polo on there, you know what I'm saying? You got a Polo beat, and you told me it was a while ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got Akon on your joint.
Yeah.
Like, this is your debut album. How are you doing that without being affiliated in these people's camps? Like, you're that cool with them? You know what I mean? Like, how'd you get all these relationships so early?
Well, early with Polo was, I was in a group that was on Ariston. It was called Brooklyn. Like the best of the world, you know what I mean? We were saying our rap, we would go back and forth, and that's how I met Polo. And that's when Akon was doing beats. He wasn't even singing at that point. I remember Akon playing songs for me that he sung, and I was like, okay. And then Akon just blew up. So it was like inevitable that when I went solo and I went doing my own thing, we was gonna come together. And we went in there and knocked out 2 joints in one night. And then Polo, we did like, I've been knowing Polo since my career started, and Polo always thought, y'all fuck with Brass, that nigga's a shit. That nigga gonna be that nigga for New York.
What's some of the other people that you have that's gonna be featured?
I mean, we got Rick Ross on the album. We got Neo on the album. We got Trey Songz. We got, Just Blaze produced the track. Akon produced the track. Polo produced the track. Devella, Junior Reed on the album. And we did like 60 songs for this album.
Wow. How long has the process been?
2 years. But you can't rush greatness. So you know what I mean?
Making this album all your life.
Yeah, exactly. And this is my only shot. You know what I mean? Like when this your baby, it's like taking love to that girl. You want this to be your love child. You gonna grind. You gonna take your time. You don't want to just leak it. Just like okay, it's over.
See you later.
You pregnant. You know what I mean? But when you're in love with something, you take your time with it and you grind with it. You put your heart in it, and that's what I did. I put my heart in it.
How'd you hook up with the deal? How'd the deal go?
The deal was it was like me. It was Kwame, Seven, and this dude named Sanchez. We all went in the studio, and I started doing songs with these guys. Did songs with these guys, and they started catching fire. I didn't do a mixtape.
So you got signed without a mixtape?
Yeah, I got signed without a mixtape.
What?
The song started catching fire. I was doing songs, and these guys was A-list producers, so the execs would come into the studio just to hear what they were doing, and then slip and play a song of mine. I'm like, who the hell is this kid? So that started the thing, and then everybody, Sylvia Rome came and sat down with Seven, and she heard, then
Jay got the tape from Jay Brown and Tata. Then,
so it just started moving through hands. Everybody started getting
Atlantic got it. Then, you know, and Sony got it. Then Jay came and hollered at me. You know what I mean? Me and Jay met up and we talked. And he was feeling what was going on. He was feeling the movie. He was like, yo. And the Tata and Jay Brown, they really felt my movement. They really felt like they saw they self in me. You know what I mean? Because
that's Young Brooklyn.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Brooklyn right there.
When everybody was trying to go hard on the mixtape, the reason why I pulled him back for that because 50 did that way, and he trademarked his way of doing that. So what I did, I wanted to take another way and do it like the old school and just make fly music, crazy music, and people was gonna listen. I didn't even know I was gonna meet Jimmy out here. Like this lady told me, yo, you know you gonna be in LA one day. I'm like, what? I'm gonna be in LA. She was like, yo, you gonna meet Jimmy out here? And I'm like, wow. Went out and met Jimmy. We talked, we kicked it. Some of his other people.
You know what's crazy about that? Artists don't just get to sit. That doesn't happen. You know what I mean?
That definitely don't happen. What happened was they felt that they couldn't seal the deal, like it's other people. So they called Jimmy. He's like, I don't know. And Jimmy said, bring him to me.
Bring him to me. Bring him.
Yeah. So when me and Jimmy kicked it, he was like, what do you want? He just told me, what do you want? He said, why are you here? I said, I want to be here if you ain't want me to be here. And he was like, oh, this guy's cocky. I like this. He said, what do you want? And you know, I just told him what I wanted. He made it real easy for me to get the ink ready and say, okay, whatever, give me whatever you want.
But there were some others that you were really considering at the time.
You know, like Jay-Z, that was a big move for me, you know? But for him just throwing the bait out there and just talking to me and getting people to be like, yo, this kid, you know what I mean? You know, because they respect his word out here. They respect him highly out here. So that's just like Michael Jordan come to sit with LeBron. And he had a team, and like, yo, I think I want you to play my team. Everybody like, hold up. LeBron, we're going to give you more money to come over here.
Don't worry about throwing that rock up.
Yeah. You're going to put your own rock side up. I want you to put your own rock side up. So that's what kind of happened. But, you know, shout out to Jay, Tata, Jay Brown, dudes. Like, fuck with guys, you know what I mean? Right now, it's all about Brasco, man.
It's all about Brasco.
Branding that Brasco and that Carnegee Kingz and that Kingz, that thing on my head. Like, it's serious.
Like I said, man, you know I like being a king.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You know
I like being a king.
That's why I hang around this guy.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
He put it on his fist.
Exactly. Fuck him. You might get a title. No, you might get the chance to be around legendary guys like this guy. You know what I mean?
That's what it is,
and
man.
smile in some of his magazines.
You know?
Ladies, you gotta see me. You wanna get to him? Holla at me.
You know?
Yeah, I grew up in Clinton Hills.
Let people know what that's like in Brooklyn. For the people that don't know Clinton Hills, Brooklyn.
Clinton Hills, let me tell you what this is. Clinton Hills is a place where a lot of upper class people live at. They got money and doing something with their life. You know, we all from that era where it's flyness, so that's why I got the flyness from growing up in Clinton Hills, from the Biggie and the Bed-Stuy and all that. I got that flyness from there. Then moving to Brownsville. Then Brownsville.
Let them know about Brownsville.
Brownsville was the MOP. Let's talk about the famous Pickin'. You know, I'm Pickin'. You couldn't walk down Pickin' with something like this on. You couldn't even.
Not at all.
You know what I mean? Like they'll see it from 10 blocks away, and 20 niggas will be running up to you and holding you up like, nigga, you better take that off, or this thing is gonna let off.
Or give us your arm.
Yeah, give us your arm.
Give us your arm to be better.
I'm gonna tell you something crazy. My man told me one time he robbed this lady, right? And my other man rode on the bike with us. And the nigga gonna tell my man, son, I had to. She was out of bounds. Nigga, out of bounds? It's an old lady, nigga.
Old lady. She's in place. Leave her alone.
Yeah. The nigga said she was out of bounds.
That's Pickin' though. That's that area, man.
Yeah.
Like,
so, Brownsville is the great crime, the gravel. That, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, man, it made me the man I am today. So the goons is always around, and even my DJ, like, we hooked up to a mutual friend. You know what I mean? His name is DJ Booth. He's called him Shutdown. DJ Booth. And the ladies, me and him with the ladies, it's just I have to stay away. I come around and I put smash down on him, but I let him do him though.
He shut down, you smash down.
Yeah, he shut down. Yeah, exactly.
The Down Brothers.
You just made that up. We gonna start using
Brothers. The Down Brothers.
My DJ right here. Yo, come here, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right now. I know he look crazy right now.
DJ
Boo.
Boo.
Wait, listen. We the Down Brothers.
Yes.
That's
That's right, baby.
But officially, the world know it. The Down Brothers. Shut down and I smash him down. You know what I mean? That's what it is.
Hands down.
That's what it is.
Hands down.
Hands down.
Exactly.
Right now, you got so many rappers, and a lot coming from Brooklyn. You got Pat, you got, Uncle Murder, you got Mano, you got everybody, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean,
why is there that fight for New York? Like, why everybody want to be the king of New York?
I don't really want to be the king of New York. I want to be the king of the galaxy. I'm on Pluto. I'm on orbit. I don't want New York. You know what I mean? New York.
No Pluto Nash.
They already know what it is. I mean, New York. I mean, we fighting for a place. We can't even fight for this place at this point because nobody listens to this place right now. We gotta it's like Caesar. We gotta overthrow the other people. You know what I mean? I really feel like, I really feel like Spartans. 300 of us. And there's 1 million of them niggas. You know what I mean? Doing other stuff, and we gotta fight.
Yeah.
So I really feel like we just need to, honestly, if somehow, people, we can't, I don't know what it is, like the egos and the
Could they come together? Because think about it, man. At our height, you had Jay and Big together.
If we could do that, then that's when we'll spread out.
Yeah.
Big said something a long time ago. He said, put Brooklyn on your back and it will spread to the world. It's like syrup over pancakes. You can eat the pancakes and the pancakes will drop. When you pour the syrup, it's sweeter. So when you pour that pours out, we gotta pour that out. Brooklyn gotta be the forefront of what we do. If we Brooklyn, we gotta walk Brooklyn, dress Brooklyn, act Brooklyn, because that's what people gonna see. Once they see us, they gonna recognize my niggas from Brooklyn and they gonna wanna mess with us. That's why Atlanta is what it is right now.
They all
Atlanta
come together
and they're doing what they're doing.
Yeah.
So when you go there, you wanna have more fun. That's back in the days when cheaters, when niggas used to have lines around the corner to get in cheaters. Envy, that's when New York was
tunnel.
Yeah, the tunnel.
Oh, man.
That's when New York was crazy. That's when everything was so like, oh man, I want to be down with these dudes so bad. That's when they dress like us, act like us, talk like us. That's when a country girl was like, I want a New York nigga. The South doing their thing. I respect them.
Oh, gotta love it, man.
I respect them because it's music.
Yeah,
At the end of the
gotta
day,
love it.
it's all about music.
There's a couple of nice spots in Atlanta.
Yeah.
You know, that city.
You got a lot of songs, people from the South.
Yeah, and I got a lot of beats, a lot of songs from the South.
Yeah,
because
gotta love it.
I fuck with them because it's this the spread of music. You know what I mean? I'm a broad guy. You know, I call myself a Renaissance man because I listen to all types of music. You know, and I fuck with all types of people. So, hey baby, I probably like it. You know what I mean? I go to the club, it's bouncing. If a girl bouncing, I'm like, hey baby. Hey,
That's what it is.
Hey, whatever. You know what I mean? And it's not because I'm not mad at it. You know, most people be mad. I'm not worried about all that stuff, man. The South doing what they doing because they making the music they love. When we start making music that we love and having fun with it, then we'll be a contender.
Your daughter really unlocked all of that for you? That's what it is?
I think any rapper have a kid, it makes you even crazy. My A&R told me that makes rappers great. Kids makes rappers great because you got something to live for. You go harder. You know what I mean? But struggle, man. My best friend died, the 18th floor. That's what it was really about. My album called the 18th floor. It's not about just a title. It's about this building where my best friend lived in there, and it's 18 floors in that building. And I did a lot of things in that building. So in the music, every song is a different song. It's a different house, a different apartment. You play in a Jamaican song, you hear it in this house. You play a gospel, you hear it in this house. You play rap music, you hear it in this house. But every person in that building is going through different situations. So I gave you different meanings in every song on the 18th floor. And it's a mirror to my father and my best friend. You know what I mean? Because that's where I lived. That's where they lived at. That's where I lived at. That's where I grew up at. And that's where I changed my life. That's why I got my first G-Pack. You know what I mean? So, it changed my life. So, That's why I had to give him the 18th floor, you know what I mean? That's who I am.
Why did you switch into music? Because it seemed like you was hustling, you was doing the hype.
I mean, switching to music, it was always music. Wow. Like, my best friend, when he died, I remember come back to me in dreams, like, and we said we was gonna get out of this with rap. So, you know, it was always, I always had music in me, you know what I mean? I always had music in me. Always, like, going out of town, even with a choir, like, you know what I mean? Just being around anything, but dealing with music was always music in me. But, you know, it took me that long to hang out with my homeboy and lose him and to get my mind back and say, I can't do it like this no more. I gotta show people the right way. And now I can show the kids around my way that, yo, you can make it. Like, they don't got no hope because there's nobody that made it out of my age bracket. So if I make it, then they see like, oh, Brass made it, then I can make it out, yo.
Right.
And it gives a person hope. It's like, I don't gotta be on this corner and do what I gotta do to get money. I could do something about it. Like my little brother, I feel like I'm losing my 21-year-old brother. I feel like he's a football player, you know. His name's Shirley, and he's supposed to go to college, you know, for football. But I feel like I'm losing him because I feel like he's trying to follow my direction. And
but you see the light with you, his way is a little bit darker because it's a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? Not that yours isn't, but yours looks flashier. I'd rather walk in the line of the flashy work than the crazy joint, you know what I mean?
So, you know, my brother, he looking at, it used to be on the corner, you know what I mean? But it's not about that. His way probably don't end up like my way. Because end of the road don't end up like for everybody the same way. So
even if you start at the same point.
Yeah, and I'm trying to let him learn that, like, yo, I can't badger him, I can't argue with him, I can't tell him, like, yo, don't do that. All I can just show him, like, yo, this not the way. So I gotta work even harder right now, and my point in my life right now, to show my brothers.
Let us know about this mixtape thing that you got going down.
Yo, man, for the first time, New York City, Galaxy, the world, everywhere. First time your boy do a mixtape, Brasco. It's called Fresh, because that's what we about. It's about being fresh.
Yes, sir.
Is me, Cash One, DJ Booth, and Lala, and my boy Daytona.
What up?
You know what I mean? And more so is me. You know what I mean? I wouldn't put the light on nobody else but myself. More so is me. But, you know what I mean? It's crazy. It's better than most people's albums. I'm gonna tell you, and you heard some of the joints. Yes, it's better than most people's albums.
I got a timeout on you real quick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave y'all with him spitting something for you, because I'm about to step out. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna leave it to this man to slay it right now.
Okay.
Brass has been beautiful, doggy.
You already know what it is. Thanks, my brother.
All right, yes indeed.
Yes. Bro. I put 4 in the man head, slit his throat to send a message. Heavy hand when I squeeze on the fifth, I'm over aggressive. Take a snapshot, last of a dying breed. I could conjure a blizzard or supply shipments of speed. Just plant a seed on fertile land where the fiends cram. I could get a bird or get nickel pushes some grams. On my 24, nigga, no hours off. 365, I kingpin them to work. Download my words, store 8th off the curb. I got it if you need it, just how you want to serve. I'm routing the first and third. Rain Man like Dustin Hoffman, I put words together. A paper shedder, these old dudes playing on old legs like Weber. Nah, I'm stopping, man. I see y'all. Just listen to the mixtape, man. I'm back. Just listen to the mixtape. I just gave you a little bit. I was off the top, man, just playing. You know, shout out to Weber. I'm sorry, man, but they playing on old legs. You know what I mean? But shout out to Olu. You know what I mean? Shout out to Meet You. You know what I mean? The whole Carnegee Kingz staff. Shout out to Madison, Rondell, Ronald, my moms, and everybody, man. And everybody that's down with the movement. Carnegee Kingz. You know your boy Sco is definitely in the building. Doing what I gotta do, make it happen. Carnegee Kingz, man, we shout off. Say it off like this.
I'ma get up, hit up on any track I spit up. Nigga, I'm the shit, I'm just helping over these niggas. Yeah, a Smith Whippers and teeth marked like critters. Nigga, permanent shitters, homie, just talk figures. The man in the mirror, a spitter, I get money. Yep, I spent some change for these shoes, I got them flown in. Posing, rolling something at two-tone. Hammer and touch, crush motion, she stone. The boy shipped and whip it, let it boy the stone. So welcome to the big app.